Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. We've managed to balance our economy, we've defeated some pirates nearby, and we're securing our borders. The consolidated Urxo sons are currently at war with the Prick T, so I'm hoping that that's going to keep them properly distracted so we can focus on other things for the moment. I do think that pushing for the Galactic Cytherian Authority being eliminated would benefit us, but we have plenty of things to be spending our time on right now. Let's bring back our outliner very quickly. I've just gone to the mycelium network because there's unemployed populations, and I've queued up a generator district and a city district just off camera, just to keep that ticking along. And we are currently investigating the mysterious labyrinth, which I'm not sure is a
construction complete
smart thing for us to be doing on the mycelium network, but it is what it is. Temple Station has finished expanding its trade routes, so we should now be getting, everything from the Medgar system as well. This is looking really quite nice in terms of our trade. Callum is still unavailable, but I think that'll get picked up by Sismac when we upgrade that to the next level, when we do get Star Fortress technology. So I'm not too worried about that right now. Naval capacity is up. Look at that. This makes me feel so much better. Right, we can start thinking about what we want to do in terms of expanding our navy. In the meantime, ooh, psionic theory. Psionic mushrooms. That feels like a smart option, especially seeing as we have extra speed from our wonderful mushroom-headed scientist. And we've just finished reconstructing all the stuff over at Clendeth, so that's nice. We can't do anything with those resources. So I think in terms of construction ships, actually come up here. We'll consider doing something up in that neck of the woods. I think mostly we are passing the time waiting for our influence to come up so we can do something worthwhile. We've got still 9 systems left that we can capture, but we do need influence in order to do that. And we do have espionage events carrying on as well, right? So the Frick T, our operatives found an opening, an ideal foundation upon which to build our plans to infiltrate their research. Now bear in mind, we are running like 3 intel operations and we're still getting this energy credit surplus. So I'm quite happy about how that's going. What I'd like to do is I'd like to upgrade this to a starport so that we can have crew quarters here. I do want to figure out how we work the quantum catapult though. Can I enter orbit of the quantum catapult?
construction complete.
Yeah, still not exactly certain how that's going to be working. I was expecting that there would be a way of setting the destination. Ooh. Look, this is just our own government. Which is nice, but it doesn't really give us much specifically. Can we So selecting the quantum catapult doesn't give us options for picking a destination. Very quickly, the Tampere system, that's right over at the front line over here. It's finished upgrading. We want to get crew quarters over here quickly. So I'm going to buy the resources for that. Let's get some metals. Can afford to sell a lot of these, actually. So, crew quarters for a start. This is going to be like our, not exactly final bastion, but it's going to be the bottleneck that things have to come through. So I do want some combat capabilities. And I think one of each is probably the best. So we'll get those building now. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting just off camera, just to try and figure out this catapult. And I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, I found it. Launch fleet from system with quantum catapult. So this should allow us to then specify how things are going to go. Precisely how it works? Don't know. But I see. So this is our range. And this is where we're going to try and send it to. So the further away... Well, that's fine, because we could, like... Well, actually, no, if we... Left-click on the system to choose its target, right-click anywhere on the map to exit selection mode. Yeah, so if we go here, we'll probably end up in our space or the Soren Shard, which would be bad. So we'd probably want to do something up here. That's out of range because of the very edge of the galaxy. That could be okay. That could be fine if we needed to get up here very quickly. And likewise, if we wanted to come down here, we could get reasonably far into this area. We're not going to be able to make it all down here because we need the improved quantum catapult, but at least we know how it works. So let's quit the selection process. I've queued up things over there, so the next on our list, well, actually we'll just get some more resources. We're learning. We are learning. And obviously paying attention to the Xanids on our doorstep. Ooh. Contrary to its warnings, the Labyrinth's disappearance did not destroy the mycelium network. Instead, its departure was quite unremarkable. From one day to the next, it was simply gone. A message was left behind. We thank you for so kindly allowing us to study the beings of your dimension. It has proven most useful to our endeavours. Fortunately, you proved sufficiently fascinating to the Ministry of Extra-Dimensional Security for them to provide us funding for a smooth exit. As a token of our goodwill, we leave you a minor space-time anomaly at the site of our laboratory. We hope it will prove diverting. So, there's a space-time anomaly at the Mycelium Network's planet, which is a researcher job. Let's have a look at that. Ooh. That actually produces dark matter. Oh, we want to prioritize this. Definitely. And one additional one for every 25 population. So we want to get this planet as populated as possible. Which is going to be interesting in its own challenging way. Alright, yeah, brilliant. Really not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Possibly the world to be destroyed like it claimed. Who knows? In terms of distance from Thembor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is how far a sector can be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be all the way up at Nirambi and come down to Botine. I'm thinking to keep Hylos in as well. From Hylos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sismac would need to be like the origin, which is a shame. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not quite going to be close enough to up here. Yeah, it's a shame because forming a new sector would make a lot of sense. Oh, it's all systems within 4 jumps. Okay. So from Hylos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not going to go particularly far. I'm also thinking about this. I mean, we can't colonize any of the planets around here, so Hylos is going to be by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, I want Ramus to be the sector lead, because that will get all the ones down here eventually when we do colonize them. So that's what we'll push for. Ooh. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Wizakari Pious Order, has been destroyed by its enemies. That was down here. That was like a tiny, tiny thing. How this will affect things internationally, who knows? I forgot to actually check the Senate. So we've passed the Pangalactic recycling. We could diplomatic weight from economy up. Yeah, let's support that. That seems reasonable. Our diplomatic weight at the moment is actually pretty strong in comparison to the rest of the galactic community. Over with Frikiti, our operatives now perform numerous test runs, the result of which concur with favourable forecasts from Spymaster Mugdal. We stand ready to make our attempt on covert Friki research. Commence the operation. Alright. A single operative hid within the goods entrance of a remote research facility, waiting to be couriered past a number of clearly inadequate security measures. An unwitting Frikian has placed our operative within easy reach of terminal. A complex series of electronic blinds and bluffers exposed the research database for long enough for us to make our move. They will clamp down tightly after we're done here, so we get volatile material plants 30%, that's nice. Or we sabotage their research for a year and get it and lose a little bit more, but we destroy our hacker asset. Yeah. Sabotage whatever we leave behind. Because getting the technology, they're miles away. I'm not worried about them. They're miles away. Sabotaging their research will only benefit us by disadvantaging them. It's a good thing. Okay, our alloys are sort of coming round. You're heading down to do that, and then you're going to start claiming new systems. So where is our other construction ship? Come over here, and by the time you get there, you'll be able to build... Huh. It went up and then immediately got consumed. In the meantime, over at the Xanids, we've drawn up various plans which press a clear advantage. Our operative has at last been invited to a high security branch facility. Spy Master Vort assures us that her simulations point to a favourable forecast. And there we go. Mission accomplished. Terrestrial sculpting 30%. It's not much, but it's better than nothing.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, finally finished spending those resources. The arrow system. We could buy more alloys and get the station upgrade. No, we need a hell of a lot more money for that. Hell of a lot more money. Right, that's committed those metals. So anything else from here on out is profits that we can use. We've got plenty of goods coming in, so we can sell all of those. We've got plenty of minerals coming in, so we can sell all of those. We've got a little bit of food. Let's leave that as it is. And for that, we're starting to get dark matter. Sell some exotic gases, and we will buy the alloys we need to upgrade the Arzus system. So we're only upgrading this to a starport so that we can then utilize the crew quarters. It's not going to be the most accurate way of transporting our ships, but it'll be fun, I'm sure.
Technology discovered.
There's the plasma accelerators. Okay, this is good for us. We've got Durasteel armor coming in very soon. Manufacturing moats, probably not that interesting to us at the moment. Upping our research station output could be very cool. But I think quantum field manipulation, getting more money coming in, will start pushing us into endgame finances. So let's go for that. Oh, Blort has died on the Urgal Gluhar. That is a shame. We're going to need a new scientist. So the Urgal Gluhar was helping out on Thembor, so helping out with extra research could actually be just useful. Let's do that. Costs us a little bit in terms of unity, but oh my word, everyone's dying. So this is the governor back on the capital. Well, if we need a new leader, we need a new leader. So in terms of governors, building cost, district cost, planetary build speed, that's good if you're developing a place, but it's already developed. Leader experience gain up and a young age? Sure. Let's go for you.
Technology discovered.
And there is the Durasteel. So now we're in a position to do our next batch of upgrades. I think pushing forwards with getting more materials coming in is the right way for us to go. We can upgrade both fleets. And we have an archaeological site event over in the Deris system. What have our mushroom diggers found? So, digging deeper, we've uncovered the ship's science lab. Minimal power saturates the scene in ultraviolet illumination. A riot of purple shrubbery is releasing thick clouds of spores. The ship's doctor used a laboratory and ventilation shafts to flood the ship with intoxicating mist. That is intriguing. Let's very quickly just check our relic numbers. We got 43, so we could get precursor insight.
Log updated.
Analysis of the minor artifacts suggests there may be a precursor connection on or near a field 2. Okay. That's not too far away from our system. Go and research that and then come back to Medgar when you're done. Trying to keep all the plates spinning. Let's just have a very quick look at our victory conditions. So, we are actually above the Prikiti. Of course, we're above the Cytherian Authority. That's not really that much of a surprise. The Xanids we're almost on par with. Same with Consolidated Urxos Sons. So we just want to make sure we don't go up against the Uvazvanis and the Manganoids. But these two being at war is definitely going to be good for us.
Construction complete.
Alright. So we want crew quarters and I don't know if we care much about anything else. We could get 2 anchorages, improve our naval capacity a bit more. Can only afford 1 at the moment. There we go, there's the second queued up. So the Cytherians have declared the Xanids their rival. And our rivalry with the Xanids has ended. It looks like things are changing in the world.
Construction complete.
Tampere Station is coming along quite nicely. I think we're going to want to make it bigger, but it will do for the moment. You're still on your way quite happily. You're on your way down here.
Ships upgraded.
There we go. Big fleet upgrades coming in. And insult from the Galactic Cytherian Authority. Well, if they really want to do this, we could start making claims actually, utilizing our influence to pick them up. So if we do that, it's going to cost us 45. The next one would cost us 67, but doing that initial one doesn't hurt us at all. It just gets it done.
Construction complete.
I kind of want them to declare war on us so that we can swoop in and smack them up. Okay, our mining stations have all been finished off. That is down here at the Jugrad system. We do have enough alloys that we can start claiming more systems, and we do have enough influence. Question is, where do we want to spend that influence? You know what? Let's go for it. Sell a whole bunch of these, buy some food. We're almost at the point where we can get another colony ship going now,
Construction
actually.
complete.
Alright, Let's finish upgrading. That's built the star base. That's good. Build mining stations, then build the research stations afterwards. Senate floor is in session. We'll deal with that in a sec. Yeah, we've already decided. So, gone native. Glaber, our envoy to the Manganoid Confederacy, seems to have somewhat gone native. Abandoning Galactic Vol League distrust of the alien, she's been caught satisfying her carnal lust by participating in orgies with a multitude of Manganoids. When challenged, she commented, "How could I possibly resist the beautiful Mangon and the Icathias?" What? These revelations have prompted Emotion to recall her so she can be reminded of good Galactic Rule League practices. However, others point out that having an ambassador able to understand those who follow a very different outlook could prove useful in tense diplomatic situations. Recall her. Recall her for retraining. We are xenophobic. We are not all about engaging with that. I mean, we're mushrooms. How the hell do you even engage with ichthyds? Really? Oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But that does mean that Glaber is busy for a while. Actually, we can let's sell, buy. We can get another colony ship on the go. So expansion planner. I was originally thinking that the Ramus would be the next best option because then we can start the sector off. It's not going to be an easy one to colonize, but there's Ramus 2. It's a tomb world. Doesn't actually appear to be letting us colonize it. I wonder why that is. There we go. That's better. Maybe it just hadn't figured out that we had the place. So it's only 20% habitable, but it'll be fine. All populations will suffer an increase in upkeep and resource usage. That's fine. This is ooh, geez. What will we call this one? We're going to call this one New Hope. We know that it's going to suffer. There's some things that we could clear out when we get there. They're not going to give us any direct benefits, so we'll not focus so much on that right now. Buy some extra food just to tide us over. And we'll wait for some more alloys before we do the next one.
Construction complete.
Amazing. Research stations, mining stations get the place nice and secure. And I'm going to think with our
Technology discovered.
With our influence coming in, we'll be able to claim another system shortly. We'll do the technology first. That is mining station output up. Great. Loads more resources coming in. Advanced destroyer hulls will definitely help out. We don't really need alloy mega forges. So let's go for advanced destroyer hulls. That's the research all tidied away. Traditions available. The courier network. Empire size from systems and colonies reduced by 25%. That is big. Not so much about the starbase. Potentially about the pop growth speed. But we'll go for the courier network now. That's going to reduce our costs. And possibly most importantly, we have a yurt artifact recovered. A thorough investigation of Field 2 has unearthed evidence of past yurt presence. An away team from the Hergulator has managed to bring in a relatively well-preserved artifact back to the ship, which should hopefully increase our knowledge of this ancient civilization. That's great. Let's have a look at our society management. We can't afford to get another one. And certainly it would be on cooldown even if we could. In terms of the precursors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 out of 6, so we might be about to trigger the next step of this. Yep, there we go. After intense study of our recovered Yurt artifacts, scientists on Thembolia have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of Yurtan, the home system of the ancient Yurt civilization. We should launch an expedition to the system before someone else beats us to it. Yeah, we definitely should. Research, and then survey, and by the time you're done with that, we'll have someone able to come across and have a look at this. You've got things you're building, that's fine. You don't have any available jobs, but we could certainly work to improve that. Let's get another industrial district going. Soon we'll be able to upgrade the planetary administration on all the Fungoids. The Gaia Seeder could be upgraded here. Let's do that. I mean, it's at 100% habitability, but upgrading it will move us closer to the actual Gaia world. And you've got plenty of space. Not a great amount of stability. Could do with more amenities. So maybe we'll get some holo theatres or something, but that's not really urgent. Down here you've got plenty to be doing. Alright. Plort has developed new skills. Good job, Plort. Upping the research speed in computing. Or the longer lifespan. Either way is a good thing. Another archaeological site event over in the Dera system. We think we're immune to the full effects of the intoxicating mist. If we can get the ship's engines online, we can launch the ship and send it back home for study. This will take time, but the elaborate pharmaceutical laboratory may prove useful for biochemical augmentation of our Empire's soldiers. I'd say run diagnostics and make repairs. We foolishly thought we were immune to the mist, but our engineers are experiencing a state of rapturous bliss. They dance in the ship's corridors, singing atonally. We need to clear the atmosphere and capture our engineers before we can launch the ship. This delay will cost us time. Yeah, work on catching them. That's totally fine. We've almost got enough goods to get another colony ship on the go.
Construction complete.
There we go. Also, the Ars Starbase has properly been secured. We could make it bigger and see if we get more benefit by docking units over there. But for the moment, you guys can actually come and be stationed over here. We don't need you to go through any more upgrades right now. So back onto our expansion planner. Jugrad is possibly the nicest world, but it is quite far away from everything else. Once you're done here, you're gonna... Yeah, we don't have any more stations here, and that's got an unexplored wormhole. One, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So Ramus and Hillis will end up in a sector by themselves, but Alcor would join. So maybe Safaban is the next place we colonize, and we start pushing up round this way. If we set Crash as the next sector, 1, 2, 3, it would get there. 1, 2, 3. It would also get Juggerad. So actually, let's do Crash. It's 30%. 30% is fine. That'll be the new fungal frontier. So large colonial expansions coming, but with faster growth, we're able to sustain this, I believe. I suppose then we're not really fighting the crystalline shards, are we? So that's not a problem.
Technology discovered.
Psionic theory. Empire size from population is going to be reduced, and that's going to reduce the cost of our technology adaptation and our ascension. Plus, if we've unlocked psionics, we'll have more psionic technology potentially available to us. Let's go for clearing some tile blockers. That'll allow us a bit more flexibility with our colonization.
Construction complete.
They've actually got a colony up there. Governor's level up. Good. Our research stations have finished over here. So if we colonize the Bernie system, and then the Cats system, and then we can return our efforts to laying claim down here. How is this going? It's not specifically started yet. Ooh, a ruined hyper relay. The ruined structure was once part of a chain of hyper relays allowing fast travel across its route. Okay, so it's not telling us a huge amount just yet. We might need our fleets over there, or there could be like a little bit outside the galaxy, maybe. I don't know.
Special project complete.
So we've confirmed that Yutan Majoris was the original homeworld of the Yurt. The planet's surface suffered extensive orbital bombardment roughly 4 million years ago. Twisted metal skeletons are all that remains of the massive archaeologies that once covered the surface. From what we can piece together, it seems the Yurt spent the better part of 1 million years searching local space in vain signs for intelligent alien life. Oh, it's this cloud right here. Okay. When they finally encountered the Jabardini, a young race that had only recently achieved interstellar travel, their alien psychology was a tremendous shock. The Yurt leadership reached a consensus. The Jabardini had to be eradicated before they grew too powerful. A massive surprise attack was launched, which was beaten back at great cost for both sides. Despite their young age, the Jabardini were already experimenting with technologies the Yurt had never considered, and eventually they gained the upper hand. After less than a decade of warfare, 2 million old Yurt Empire was utterly destroyed. So this has given us, or this will give us, the Yurt Cryo Core. A lot of unity, a lot of energy credits, and the secrets of the Yurt ability. So we'll pause that. So the Yurt Cryocore, new colonies start with 1 additional population. That's amazing. And we can activate it, which gives us 10 years of ship upkeep reduced by 20%. And we can activate it once every 10 years. So, yeah, definitely activating that. That's amazing. If we get this on the way, our scientists have begun a special project to study the deepest secrets of the precursors. Okay, with 50 artifacts, let's have a look and see what this actually is. Finishes in 12 months? Yep. Society research on hold for 12 months is a tiny price to pay for that. What are we going to do with so much money? What are we going to do with so much money? Obviously, we're going to colonize that system. We could actually get a whole bunch of other colonies on the go right now. So we need food in order to make that happen. So let's buy... That's enough for 3 colony ships. That's enough for 3 colony ships. That's enough for 3 colony ships. So where are we going to colonize? Jagrad, definitely. This is the far reaches. Off you go. Then, next up is going to be Nyambia and Safaban, I believe. They're only 20% habitable. Oh, actually, where is Nyamvan? Nyamvan is a bit too far away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is just on the edge of our empire, so we can do it. Right, this is going to be subterranean joy, and we can afford one more, which will be the Safaban system. Yeah. It's going to be the Midway Stellar Body. Lovely. So that's cost us a little bit, but we've still got plenty of resources left. And once our colony ships start actually, like, colonizing, we'll be able to declare the sector and start the plan from there on out. Right. Mining stations. Yeah, we have no active pacts at the moment. So that has been done. All the ones down here have been done. That's great. Come and get the next starbase underway, and we'll just finish securing this section of the galaxy. Our double agents, the Galactic Historian Authority, have delivered us useful intel following the failure of one of their espionage operations. Okay. So we just get to see what this place is like. Not a huge amount of information on it. But it is some intel. And we've discovered a new archaeological site. Ooh, in Yutan. Oh, we're definitely going to take that as soon as we can. Right. Buy a little bit more food for the moment. It's really nice to see us getting dark matter from our mycelium network colony. So the new archaeological site is a popular rock. That's an unusual name for it, but we'll obviously get that going as soon as we can.
Construction complete.
Okay, another station is done. Let's come and get the Cat's one, and then we'll have another place to send the Urgle Glag when it's done over there. What are you even doing in our area? Maybe we should just close our borders to them. Have they closed their borders to us? Yeah, I think our borders are closed. So, how the hell are you in our area? How the hell are you in our area? Right. Society management doesn't tell us what I want to find out. Let's just double check our edicts quickly. We're not going to pop any of these. No, we don't have anything extra in there. Although we could go for fleet supremacy. Increases our ship upkeep, which is not great. Research subsidies could be nice, but I don't think we can quite afford it. There we go, that's what I wanted. Yeah, we've closed our borders to the Consolidated Urxo Sons. So what the hell are you doing here? I think that is probably some kind of mistake. But it is what it is. We're not going to be able to do much about it. We're not at war with them.
Anomaly detected.
Alright. So, in the Utan system, Flern has discovered an anomaly, which is a routine one. It will require extensive probing, but could prove a substantial find. Yeah, go ahead and have a look at that. Alright. Big things happening. So, the Seeds of Destruction, this is over in the Deris system. We have liftoff. Though dangerous, the alien ship's intoxicating mist could augment the effectiveness and loyalty of our Empire's soldiers. However, the question remains, should we subject our own soldiers to this hazardous substance? Or should we say no and learn from their tragic mistakes? There are some secrets we're not meant to know. I don't agree with that statement, but I want the influence that this gives, so we're going to forsake the dangerous technology. And that site has been fully done. So, with the new influence, we're going to make a claim there. Going to take us 88 to make claims on the next system. But we are making like constant progress, which is lovely.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's sell some of those minerals, because that is loads of minerals. We don't need that many. Buy some food. Get your mining stations going, and then get another starbase going. You can come over here in preparation. It's going to take a while to get there, but that's fine. Maybe we should open our borders and then close our borders again, just to get them out of our area. We have enough unity to adopt a new tradition. We're going to go for the population growth speed up. That's going to help the new colonies immeasurably. And then, in the meantime, having proved the frozen landscape of the moon of Uton 4A, we think we've struck something big. Science Officer Flurm speaks of a bacterial lifeform unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable, yet light, and also acts like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with surprisingly low efficiency loss, most likely a result of evolution favouring those that could gather more heat in the harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find use of this. Let's try and find a military use.
Anomaly detected.
We've got another anomaly in the same place. Something smells. Scans indicate the presence of a foreign alien-made object on one of the many frozen mountaintops. I wonder if fungoid creatures can actually discern smell and scent. It'll be quick to research, so go ahead and do that. Our military development researchers made progress with the samples we sent them. They've reconstructed the biological solar cells and documented how they retain heat energy within themselves without taking damage. This has helped them develop new defensive technology for our fleet. That's 20% extra on advanced shields.
Complete.
Very happy about that. Yes, and there is the CATS system. Okay. Come and excavate this site just as quickly as you can. All our colony ships are on the way. We have a lot of expansion happening.
Discovered.
And more research coming in as well. So, with extra progress on advanced shields, we could just focus on advanced shields. It is an expensive technology. But 55 months in, and we can refit our ships with big shields. Actually, one thing I'm thinking of doing, let's sell some of those. We'll buy... Ouch, that's expensive. We'll buy some more metals. And it's about time we had a look at the defense platforms. So with the defense platforms, they're primarily going to be defending the stations. We can go for large blasters, we can go for medium blasters, we could go for hangars with tiny strike craft. I think probably we're going to want a mix of heavy and medium. Anything else that gets in close isn't really going to be... I suppose we could also go point defense. Let's do designs that cater for everything. So at range, we are likely to be hitting shields the most. So Railgun is going to be the big hit. Now these are 75% accuracy with tiny tracking, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think we'll mostly go for shields, with the idea that if they survive, they'll be able to regenerate. Crystal infused plating is 660. Large durasteel is also 660. And this just costs alloys, so we'll go with durasteel. And that's all we need on this. Long range defense platform. Auto upgrade it, save. So this is prepared for when we have the new shields coming in. Let's swap out for medium. Now medium range, I think mostly we could go... Shields are going to be down, so shield penetration probably not that useful. Armor damage and hull damage up is nice. 40 to 83. Yeah, plasma accelerators. All plasma accelerators. And much the same in the way of armor. So medium range defense platform, save. And for anything that does get in close, we're going to want fast tracking. High accuracy things. So maybe UV lasers. Accuracy 90%, tracking 30%, tracking 35%. Disruptors are good. Oh, sorry, tracking 60%. Tracking 75% with the autocannons. Shield and hull, not so much armor damage. Small disruptors aren't really going to be doing much damage. Okay, we'll do a mix of autocannons, because autocannons can deal with shield and hull and plasma accelerators. It's a good amount of shields. Okay, finally, point defense. Sentinel point defense. Yeah, I think the flak batteries have got better tracking. They do less damage. So we'll just go purely with that. Actually, I should be thinking about which combat computer we use. No, that platform is fine. We can't change that. Can't change that. Can't change that. This is fine. So we have our various different designs. And I think a good defense will be made up of like 1, 2, 1, 1 in that ratio. When we do need to secure areas, we could even start thinking about Busim Station. They are quite pricey though, aren't they? Yowza. Alright, we'll start with one over here and one over here. And that'll be nice and pricey. The Hergulator has recovered an elongated metal box from the surface of Utan 4B. Clusters of small perforations on 5 sides led science officer Flem to be it's not a container, but some sort of aerosol dispersal device. Initial tests seem to confirm their suspicion as trace aromatics still emanate from the object. A special project has been issued to confirm whether this might be an information-carrying device constructed by some alien race, communicating primarily through the secretion and reception of atmosphere-borne chemical compounds or smells. Okay, now in terms of the olfactory study, that is a science ship project, so research and then carry on surveying afterwards. And we are very nearly there on the secrets of the Earth.
Special project complete.
The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science Officer Flurm admits they had been hoping for a historical record of some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left it behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives, which, going by rapid changes in odour towards the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce specific smells is of some interest, but the tales it tells are not. The crew of the Hergulator are left with the uncomfortable feeling they've been unwittingly become intimately familiar with what certain gaseous byproducts of alien digestion smell like. However, Blum is unwilling to speculate as to why the box was dumped on this frozen hellscape. Okay, before we push on any further, the colony ships are all en route. You can see them moving around quite happily. We need to think about getting a construction ship a little bit closer, and the game seems to have paused, unfortunately. Well, this is a good point for us to finish this episode off. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Hopefully we'll be able to get it to recover and it won't end up rolling back nastily, or at least not too far. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.